Hey, what's poppin', y'all? Knowledge here. You at the Knowledge Speaks Truth page. Um, a lot of times in my personal life, I get a lot of, black females that ask me, why is it that the black man goes outside of his race, or he'll marry a white woman, or he'll start dating women out of his race after he becomes successful. And this is a question that it's been going on since, I would say, the early 90s. That's when it really, it started becoming very potent in the media. And we would see a lot of these guys who, would be successful, maybe get that big time corporate job, or, become a professional athlete, or et cetera, et cetera. And you'll see them with a white girl on their arm. And, I always tell, black women this, that a lot of these black men out here been hurt. Just like, black women have been hurt and they deal with pain. Black men have been hurt too and they deal with pain. They don't always come out and say it, but it always reflects out in their conversation and just their demeanor towards a black woman. And a lot of these brothers been hurt. They grew up and the black woman, not all of them, but a lot of times black women, because of how they're brought up to always chase a guy with the money and somebody who is gonna be able to support you financially. A lot of times they come at them, oh well, you don't have money, or you don't have this type of job, or you don't drive this type of car, so you ain't shit. And I think that goes back also to why a lot of our brothers, idolize money so much. I mean, America in general idolizes money, but it's like it's a crippling disease within black males. It's just everything's about money. And a lot of these cats been dogged out. Women wouldn't give them a chance because they was on the bus, or they didn't have that good paying job. They might have been working at Taco Bell. Brother at least had a job, but he just wasn't pulling in the big figures. And a lot of these brothers been hurt by that, and they been turned down and rejected. So it's like, when they finally do, graduate from school, get them a big time corporate job, or they get, that professional NBA career or whatever, NFL, they become one of these rappers, or just, somebody that's really doing well for themselves, financially or just within their career. They start to get the mindset that, hey, I've been dogged out all my life, by black women. I didn't, when I didn't have shit, black women never gave me the time of day. I always wasn't good enough, or I might pull a black woman, but she'll cheat on me for a guy that has something that I don't have. So it's like when they become successful, they like, well, shit, fuck a black woman. I'm not dating no black woman. And a part of that is because of the pain that they dealt with growing up and throughout their life, and then part of it is because in society, the white woman is put on a pedestal, and the white woman is always that thing that is always kind of in everybody's mind that, okay, you can't have that, especially the black men. That's hands off. You can't have that. We go back, 50, 60, 70 years, before now. If you whistled, even looked at a white woman, your ass would be hanging from a tree. We seen what happened to Emmett Till and so many other countless brothers that have dated a white woman, or had sex with a white woman, or, looked at or made a pass. Your ass would be hanging from a tree. And, it's like, when they become successful and they finally get that money or whatever, a lot of times that goes in their head. They're like, you know what, I'm going to get what everybody said I couldn't have. I'm not messing with no black woman, because black women been dogging me out my whole life. So you have to really understand the mindset of a lot of these men that become successful. And a lot of times people might try to argue with me on this statement, like, okay, well, maybe their surroundings change. That might be true to a certain extent, but you cannot tell me that there's not black women on the corporate level, or in these corporate offices. You cannot tell me that once you become, an NBA star in the NFL, there's no black women around, or there's no women that's trying to make passes at you that are black. That's bullshit. It might be a lot of white chicks because of where you at and the type of stature you're at, but there is black women around. But it's just who you choose to deal with. And it's just, a lot of black women don't understand that. You know, they don't understand that a lot of these brothers been hurt. That's why you see all these YouTube videos where brothers downgrading black women and saying, you know, fuck black women, I don't want to deal with them. You know, they got attitudes and they this and they that. I mean, you got brothers on YouTube that their whole page is dedicated to a black woman. You know, and me personally, I laugh at it because it's like, you know, I wouldn't put that much effort into nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. Yeah, you know, we have these black women out here that only value, you know, money and you know, material objects, but then that's not everybody. And I just think, just like I said in my previous video, you know, about black women having attitude. A lot of us black folks, we gotta let this shit go. We gotta let all the pain and all the history and all that go. You know, you learn from it, but you move on from it. You know, until cats start doing that and start letting, you know, all that baggage go, it's going to continue to be the same thing. And, you know, you got, you know, a lot of black guys out here that, you know, haven't really let that go yet. So, you know, when they become, they get that money and, you know, and they become to get that at that statue, hey, they're going to go right to the white woman. And that's not saying, you know, that the white woman won't dog y'all out or you know, as a gold digger. A lot of black women get judged for that, being gold diggers. And I understand where that theory comes from. But the white woman will con your ass too. And that's why I be telling brothers all the time. The white woman will set you up too. But see, white women, they more sneaky with the shit. Black women just gonna come out and say, hey, nigga, you ain't got this, you not doing this. Bye. The white woman might stick it out with you, you know, rub your ass a little bit, you know, kiss on you, give you some of that pussy, and then, you know, after that, you know, she set you up for the long run. You have a kid by her, she fuck you in the ass. Now she getting half of your salary, and she ain't gotta do nothing but sit on her ass, you know, for the rest of her life. So, you know, a lot of y'all brothers need to really wake up and understand that, you know, a trifling chick or a chick that's materialistic comes in all shapes, colors, and forms. It ain't just black women. I know that's what you used to because that's what you grew up around in your community, and that's what you've been experienced to. But you just have to watch women, period. Women love, you know, cats with money and power. You know, everybody knows that. You know, and I think it's sickening when a lot of these brothers just, you know, go outside their race so they get that success or they get that money, you know, they go right outside their race, you know. It's like they feel like they've graduated from being black. You still black at the end of the day. You know, you can go out and hang out in Venice Beach or Malibu and, you know, wear little cargo pants and all that shit, hang out with Becky, but at the end of the day, your ass is black. And a lot of these white women out here don't want your ass. They just want your money or they want to be around you because of your statue. How many of you brothers, you know, white women weren't even checking for you, but the minute you get successful, the minute you get some money in your pocket, all of a sudden white women are so attracted to you. You know, I can speak in my personal opinion. Before I graduated high school, I mean not high school, I'm tripping. Before I graduated college and got my degree and everything and was at, you know, the place I'm at now, you know, white women wasn't really checking for me like that. You know, every now and then I might get some looks or, you know, little comments or whatever. But for the most part, I wasn't that appealing to a white woman. But now, you know, I got little figures or whatever. Got me a nice car, you know, shit like that or whatever. Got me a little statue. Now all of a sudden I see a lot of white women becoming interested because women in general love men with money. They love men that are at a statue, that have power, and that they can cling on to. Women love that. It's not just black women. But, you know, I just want to, you know, clear that up for a lot of you sisters that was wondering that, you know, I hear a lot of, you know, black women say, you know, why is it that brothers got to have, you know, that white woman on their arm as soon as they go up the ladder? And, you know, this is what it is. So, you know what I mean, sisters, you know, y'all need to really start picking cats that, you know, have substance in their life. Stop looking for the dude that, you know, got the nice car, got money. You know, respect that dude that might be at Taco Bell. Respect the dude that might have a regular 9 to 5 job. At least the cat is working. Stop always going after the good dude that, you know, got all the money and shit, because just because you have money, it doesn't mean you're a good man. And I think that's crippling us as a community and with just getting married. because it's just both sides just don't understand each other, and both sides are just they're looking for the wrong things in the mate. Now, before I wrap this video up, I want to say that, love comes in no color. You find somebody out there that, cares for you, loves you, and all that other good shit, that's cool. It don't matter what color, they are. But, another thing I want to say to a lot of black women out here, you got to stop going after these black men because they date outside their race. Why is it that the black man becomes a high commodity when he starts making a lot of money? Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, why you gotta have that white girl on your arm? But let this be the same cat working at Target. Y'all might make a couple of comments, look or whatever, give him a rude little look, but you ain't gonna say nothing. It's not that big of a deal because this brother ain't making all that buku money. But the minute he move up, and all of a sudden he start making all this money, all of a sudden he becomes a high commodity to black women, and that's something y'all got to stop out there because I see a lot of that shit going on. If you don't like the brother when he don't got a pot to piss in, if you don't love him then don't love him when he becomes successful. But that's all I want to say. Y'all comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Give me your feedback, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.